On July 8, 1940, in Chester, Pennsylvania, a spark was born. Her name was Odessa Romel Williams, and from the very beginning, she carried a fire that couldn't be tamed.
She grew up in Southwest Philadelphia, the only girl among 4 siblings in a lively household on Grover's Avenue. Sandwiched between 3 protective brothers, Odessa learned early how to hold her own. She was quick with her wit and even quicker on her feet. Summers were for dodging water sprays from open fire hydrants and raiding neighborhood cherry trees. Winters brought snowball fights, and every season invited some well-meaning mischief.
She couldn't catch a baseball to save her life, but once she hit it, she flew around the bases like lightning. She walked to school rain or shine, sang proudly in the church choir, and delivered poetry with unmatched flair. At a church talent show, Odessa once stood confidently before the crowd and recited,
"What you looking at me for? I didn't come to stay. I come to say my little piece, and now I am going away." Then she turned and walked off stage. That was Odessa, bold, unapologetic, and unforgettable.
Even as a child, her fire was fueled by principle. In elementary school, after a rival classmate named Anne kept teasing her, Odessa quietly snipped off Anne's beloved pigtails. When the furious parents showed up at her door, Odessa didn't flinch.
"Yes," she said, "and I'd do it again." That same spirit carried into her teen years. At just 16, Odessa stood before city council to advocate for unity between Black and Puerto Rican families in her neighborhood, a glimpse of the powerful bridge builder she would become.
In 1961, she began her journey into motherhood with Otis Gibbons. In her 20s, she married Edward Fogel Jr. and relocated to California, where she embraced life as a devoted Air Force wife. In 1968, she entered a new chapter with Willie Lee Newman, continuing her connection to military life and eventually making Oxnard, California, her home. Her commitment to service extended beyond her home. As the first Black woman elected to the Oxnard School District Board, Odessa helped pioneer California's first year-round education program and was instrumental in establishing San Miguel, a campus for special education. In 1978, she was named Oxnard Woman of the Year and later recognized in Who's Who of American Women for her impact on education and the community.
Odessa confronted the hidden realities of school segregation in California, joining community advocacy legends like Cesar Chavez and Juan Soria in the fight for equal education and opportunity. Her work in Oxnard stands as a powerful reminder that injustice in the classroom reverberates across generations. She even broke political ground, becoming the first African-American woman to run for mayor of Oxnard, narrowly missing victory but forging a path for future leaders. She discovered her life's deepest calling, caring for individuals with special needs. Over the decades, she fostered dozens of children, many of whom lived with physical or developmental challenges. In Odessa's home, disability wasn't a limitation. It was just a different way of shining. She mothered with structure, strength, and a heart big enough to stretch across generations. Her home was a safe haven, and there was always something on the stove. The kitchen was alive with laughter, music, and the smell of food made with love. Odessa didn't just feed people, she cared for them. She kept her shelves full just in case someone stopped by hungry, and they often did. No one ever left her house without a plate, and many walked away feeling lighter. Her advice was calm, steady, and always came from the heart.
After marrying Richard Staples and moving to Ridgecrest, California, Odessa made her mark at the China Lake Naval Weapons Center, where she worked as a program analyst, correspondence program manager, and environmental resources specialist. Her efforts to make government communications accessible earned her a Department of Defense award. She continued her public service on the Sierra Sands Unified School District Board, advocating for educational equity. In 2008, she brought her heart to High Desert Pathways, later serving as interim program director. She created a nurturing and empowering space where people of all ages were taught life skills, encouraged to dream, and most importantly, made to feel truly seen.
Joy was always part of Odessa's rhythm. Long before Beyoncé made country cool and everyone was talking about boots on the ground, Odessa was already there, line dancing across Kern County in her cowgirl hat, boots, and signature dangling earrings. As a proud member of the Roses and Renegades, she brought flair, fellowship, and fierce footwork to every gathering. She also found deep community in the Ridgecrest Elks Lodge number 9913, where her granddaughter, TJ, lovingly known as Little Bit, carried on her legacy as a third-generation exalted ruler. Odessa washed with pride, her smile saying everything.
And in true Odessa fashion, she never stopped learning. In 2021, at the age of 81, she earned her paralegal studies degree, proving that growth knows no age limit. Odessa joined the George Floyd demonstrations, marching alongside a new generation of activists in what became the most significant public protest in Ridgecrest history.
On May 25, 2025, Odessa left this world just as she lived in it. With her hands working and her heart open, she had been in the kitchen preparing dinner just 10 minutes before she transitioned, reminding us that nurturing others was never something she stopped doing, not even at the end.
Odessa's favorite saying was more than just words. It was how she moved through life. Too blessed to be stressed, she had a way of keeping things in perspective and reminding us what really matters. If she were here right now, she'd look you in the eye and say, "Tomorrows aren't promised." So call that person, fix what's broken, love a little harder, walk in your purpose, trust God, and don't wait, do what your heart already knows is right. That's how you receive more blessings.